What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this bright and early morning? Top of the morning to you. We're in here ear hustling about the diaspora wars are getting heated. Yes, the boycott is still on for August 1st of all African venues, shops, grocery stores, so on and so forth. So we're just going to do a little ear hustling this morning. Welcome in, and here we go.
Yeah, so why y'all be acting like y'all don't do nothing? And y'all act like what goes on in America is just so inhumane. At least after our criminals or anybody, they get to go to a fair trial. They get to, do their time in jail. But what did you guys do? Because after, these people get to have a chance for reform, and then they have a chance to go back into the real world. But what did y'all do? Look at 37 people. They need. Hold on. Let me get to where they show these young men, and then y'all recorded it too. Y'all lined up all of these young men, and y'all just let it rip in the back of their heads. I don't know if this is the same video, but this is about it. But yeah, so I don't want to hear nothing about nothing on nothing crime, because y'all be out there doing malicious ass stuff. Y'all be pulling people off the back of the cars or pulling people out the market. Y'all stone them. Y'all beat them with sticks. Y'all do the most inhumane stuff to people, but then y'all turn around and be trying to talk about some black on black crime as if you guys don't do the same thing. Y'all can't do nothing but black on black crime out there. It's just a whole bunch of y'all. Like, what are you talking about? Like, be so fucking for real.
I have tried to explain that before to people. Let me turn this down really quick. There is no such thing as black on black crime. That is just an ideology that your white tea folks have made up. If you are in close proximity to whomever you live around, it is just a crime. So if white folks kill white folks, it's a crime. They don't call it white on white crime. Okay, so we are ear hustling this morning. The diaspora wars between African Americans. I loosely use that terminology only for you to understand, but there is a boycott of African businesses because we have learned about them wanting to have money, reparations money, that we don't know if it'll even happen. But secretly, they have developed this union in Africa to where they want reparations money from American blacks just in case we win. But in the same breath, call us lazy. We haven't done nothing. We don't have any culture, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to ear hustle this morning. It's getting heated, y'all.
Use iPhones.
Welcome in, welcome in. You can always say hello.
All the stuff that they was taking for the phones was oppressing them. You think they would put down the fucking phone?
So they're having people up on the panel. They'll be talking here shortly. They just had one African gentleman come up and try to say we have black on black crime, but they kill just as many over there in Africa with their wars because there's nothing but Africans around. So you consider that black on black crime, right? Which is there's no such thing as.
Thank you for this campaign. It's going to wake up my people also. So I support it 100%. Thank you very much.
Day.
Have a good day.
This person comment been repeating themselves over and over again. Keep talking about us a step back. What the fuck is the step back? What are you talking about?
So to answer your question, love, is about, I think it says about 700 million Africans own iPhones.
So yeah, they don't give a fuck about them kids digging. They don't care about the resources being taken. They don't give a fuck. They really don't care. If that was the case, they would boycott us, Apple, but they won't.
The research has said about owned by Africans, it is about 7 billion owners of iPhones, and 10% of that is 700 million.
So if you know anything about iPhones, they have children over in Africa digging in mines for the precious minerals needed to make iPhones. Okay, hello. Nerve and the gall to talk about us and our consumerism.
That's what it might be. But I'm here, listen, I'm here, like, for women like y'all, I'm gonna ride for you 100, but infinite percent. I'm here as long as you're gonna be here. I don't care how tired I am, I'm gonna ride for women like y'all, respectful.
I appreciate it. We need more men like you. I'm trying to find this one live stream, but I follow it on this page that I'm on, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it from my other page. But as soon as I find it, I'm gonna show y'all live and direct, because people think that we're oblivious to what's going on in other places. Like we don't have the damn internet access. People literally go live on here all day long, talking about, their issues, trying to get money, trying to get social justice, which I don't have no issue with. It's this one account that I follow in Africa. It's over 500 orphan African kids, and it's just the saddest thing because, like, it just makes me really grateful. These children are eating a cup of porridge and a slice of bread a day. Can you imagine? But they're on here trying to raise money, so that they can be in a better situation. They're living in the slums, and the guy who who runs or works at the living quarters, the streets and everything. So when everybody be like, y'all think we're living like this in Africa? You might not be, but it's people that's out there who are, and then you guys be acting like y'all so oblivious to what's going on. Instead of sitting on here all day worried about Black Americans and talking shit, why don't you guys try to help out those other people? You guys talk about how Black Americans need to come together or do this and that, or how, we're out of line for wanting to just only focus on our own businesses. You guys don't only focus on yourself. You guys are not making it a point to go help those other people out there who are not doing good. Meanwhile, we over here coming together trying to help our fellow brother and sister who are not doing good. But you guys like to feel like, oh, I'm above this. I got money. I got this down on your own people and shit on them and act as if you're better than them. Now it's just out of sight, out of mind, as if it's not all of these children that are in the orphanages out here barely eating, or what about you guys' DRUG epidemic that's going on out there, something called Kush? That ain't the Kush that's out here. It's very sad. It's people out there strung out. That stuff look like it's some K2 or something. Y'all don't want to talk about that type of stuff. Like the same issues that you guys like to point fingers about with Black Americans out here, you guys are going through the same things out there, sometimes in greater numbers. So just stop being a hypocrite. You guys got a whole bunch of your own problems that you need to be worried about.
And to add to your point, like you said,
So right now it's buffering. That will happen time to time. But they really don't. Their arguments are being shot down left and right, because why would you want to come to a country that the people are not doing well as far as African Americans? What they want Africans are pointing out. Hold on, y'all.
I saw that video, my heart broke. Like
But they have the same issues over in Africa. But they're running over here instead of fixing their own issues. in their own country. They waited till we marched and cried and fought and made it to where they have civil rights to even come over here and work in hospitals and different places of their choice once they get approved, but then look down their nose at African Americans. And I say that loosely.
Then you can't even talk about the FGM. They start that at sometimes 18 months old. I've seen the earliest 11 months old, and it's sad that they're doing that because at that age they're getting taken advantage of. That's just. Now, normally I don't do this because I really don't even like this type of topic. I don't even like to see people of color going against each other, but I'm so sick of how y'all come on here trying to talk shit and down Black Americans. Y'all lie and say nobody in Africa is living like this no more. Not one person. But we're watching it, right? Is this AI? Is this for show?
So what she's showing is African eating monkeys
Delicacy
and rats.
Rats on a stick. I'm just like, some real help, man. They need some real help. Not from us, but they need some help from somebody because that's crazy. That's a damn. Oh my God, that's a damn battle. I'm gonna mute up. I'm just like, I'm not gonna play with y'all tonight.
So what this host was doing was showing some videos of some of the areas in Africa that are not built up yet, but then they have the nerve to come and look down their nose at us.
Nigeria. It's a guy that goes live and he shows all of this stuff. I got to see a lot of this live and direct. He be on here almost every day. But this is non-existent, right? This is AI. This is all fake. Nothing.
And she's being sarcastic when she says that.
Everything is perfect in Africa. They got all their shit together.
She's showing shatty homes. Right
here. Nobody is living like this.
Shacks, if you will. Mud homes.
Y'all remember the last time
trash villages. I'm just giving you what you can't see.
Safaris. Like, do y'all remember the last time? And this is not to make fun of nobody because, I want better for everybody. And it's unfortunate that some people are living like this. But the fact that you're pointing the finger at another group of people as if you guys don't have issues going on your continent as well. That's what bothers me. Like,
to be honest, it's informative and educational.
Why are you pretending that this does not exist? Yes, there are very nice places in Nigeria. There are beautiful places in Lagos, and then there are places that look like this in the same city.
Exactly.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia too, like this. They don't show you.
Yeah, so like, why do they come on here and act like you guys think we're living like this in Africa? You might not be, but these people are. These people right here, they are. And y'all don't care about them. Y'all sit on here all day long trying to down and talk about a Black American, worried about the wrong shit.
Listen, now.
How are we gonna clean up that water? Y'all seen that, right? How are we gonna clean that up?
Yeah, that's not all Africans. It's not all of that.
Oh, we know that. But
that's what she
act
just
like
said.
It's not happening out there at all. That's disingenuous. So instead of people focusing on other people and other groups, maybe they need to focus on some of the issues that's going on.
Y'all shoot each other in the hood.
And look how y'all living.
Come on, Africans eat each other.
Have people that
Africans eat each other.
This poverty line. The thing is, the poverty gap in Africa is way worse than the one in America. So why are you not helping each other? That doesn't make any sense. Why is there?
They're running over here and then talk about us while trying to run away.
Now, because they want to help Europeans.
Here go your savior. There y'all go.
Listen, they want to help white Jesus and white Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if your God is white, you will never help your people. That's what it is. They don't need no help. You have to help.
All right, listen. At least we're building our country.
This don't look like building.
Oh my goodness. She's showing pictures of children swimming in murky, gunky, dirty water.
Look, this is Legos. This is Legos. That same beautiful.
We'll pick videos.
Listen, now remember, we have people that suffer from sellout syndrome. We have sellouts. We have, we have people that hate that promote foreign nonsense.
Yeah, they said that they are swimming in toilet water. This is feces.
Listen, can you stop doing that? Can you take that off, please?
Oh my God.
They don't want to show.
So when you guys see that on the continent,
Now they want to take it off. I wish y'all could see it, but.
Go to River Ganges.
The Europeans did that.
No. These are you guys doing this to your own people.
Now, why don't you go to River
Ganges? Part.
Yeah, they messed our countries up. The Europeans messed our countries up. That's why we have to.
No.
You see, are you crazy?
That's so odd that they want to. They can point the finger at everybody else except themselves, and she's showing different countries in Africa.
Exactly perfection.
Different.
It's justifiable in their
places in Africa.
But when it comes to us,
on the continent,
the Europeans are robbing our resources. They killed all.
So, Flash, I get your point, brother. But if you're in a country that's predominantly black people,
how y'all letting that happen?
In the government positions as well as predominantly black people.
Because they can't.
Let us finish.
If it's a justified excuse for Africans, right? When the majority of the population is African, majority of the people in government are African, how is it not a valid justification for black Americans in a place where the majority of the government is white?
Yes. I'll explain. I'll tell you why. Now, African countries are not for Africa. African countries were created. African countries are for corporations.
Did you understand the question?
Corporations own the countries.
I don't think you understood the question. If it's a valid excuse for African people, that means it would be an even more valid excuse for African American people.
No, they don't think we're oppressed still over here. They don't want us to have any excuses, but they want to come and be happy that we marched, our parents marched, and tell us we ain't do jack diddly squat while they apply for visas on the daily.
Or we're doing this and that.
Hey, you can let me finish.
No, you shut up, I'm talking. Or how the white man, controls and we don't own or we don't have nothing, but yet you guys are the majority on your continent, and then it's still stuff like this going on.
Listen, America.
You guys say it's because of the white man coming into your country, but then it's not a justification when we're outnumbered in our area. You guys aren't. What's the excuse? What's the
the most intelligent people on this planet? So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about this dude who just drive.
Why you gonna drop?
Oh, okay.
He called you the B word.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Okay, listen. Now, remember, we have the enemies within, home and abroad. Do you understand? So, the enemies within are not the majority. They are not the majority. Anywhere you go, you always have these people there. You always have people that suffer from sellout syndrome.
They sure do.
There, but they're not the majority. So if you focus on them, this is what's going to happen. It's too many of us. It's few of them. Don't control. Anybody can come online and say any foolishness.
Why do y'all let the white people walk around like that? Like untouched, unharmed? Like, how come y'all just let them do that?
We don't listen. I'll tell you why. Now, when they're creating these colonial countries, they have to make sure that countries that don't like each other. There'll never be development, only endless violence and this now. So we don't invite nobody into the country. The leaders do. We don't do that. The armies are there to make sure we stay in our place. We don't say nothing.
Why Ghana do this? Why Ghana do this?
Ghana I don't know if y'all know, Ghana just made a white king over a village. Ghana, y'all. That's outrageous.
And you will blame the minority.
No
That doesn't make any
Ghana's.
sense.
no all Ghanaians are up to this nonsense and foolishness. You know. Now there's somebody benefiting there. That's why this guy is working.
And then Ghana will wonder later what's going on after they let somebody else come in and sit on their throne.
No, this is why Africa was divided for these things to happen.
No, I'm letting you listen. You know what, y'all? Do y'all not like want to hear what's going on in the world, or you want to just bury your head in the sand?
How are y'all gonna be?
I can't be racist, dummy. I don't have no army, no navy, no air force, no marines. I don't run no government. I can't give you food stamps or take them away. I can't take your housing away. I have no power other than working and spending my money. That's the only power I have, and that's not much because they getting ready to. Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. Let me check this silly. And they getting ready to take that power away because they're gonna make all your money digital. So when you act a fool, they can go ahead and hit zero. You won't have no money in your account. So we really won't have no power. Why y'all always think, well, you got some power? No, we don't have no power to be racist. Okay? No, and let me read the rest of this. Are you racist? I just answered that. It can never be. Can never be. Okay? Because I can't send no missiles over to your house right now. I can't send a militia over to your house or army or ICE because I'm not in control of none of that. Shameful if you are and you're admitting it, spreading hate. No good. Well, sit in your corner and wait for your whatever to come out the sky, honey. Okay? Because this is going on right now. And you're up getting educated on what's happening. It might not be in the neck of your woods, but just like ICE wasn't, and you probably was Trump, 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 make America great. You probably crying right now because your cousins, your aunties been shipped off to what is it, Crocodile Island, some damn where. Because y'all like to keep y'all head in the damn sand and think nothing is going to affect y'all and tell us we're racist. Can never happen, Captain. Never.
Some stupid rumor started these problems. This is what happens in Africa. Rumors will start a war, a civil war. Nonsense of foolishness. So we need to.
So that's not really happening right now.
Listen, okay, let me tell you why Donald Trump kicked the people out. Now Donald Trump kicked the people who have caused communities need refreshments. How do you kill a community? By deporting refreshments. Don't make refreshments come in. But when it comes to the European side, they have refreshments.
Are you saying reinforcements?
No, refreshments.
Okay.
You know, like new people, like people coming from Europeans coming into European American side, they refresh their community. You know, their community will always be fresh, will never die. But these next communities, they don't know how to win. You need people new fresh people come in. You know, coming with new ideas. You know, coming all kind of things. You always need fresh people.
Hold on real quick. Just 1 second. I want to know if this is propaganda too.
So the Europeans are winning.
The Europeans are winning?
Yeah, the Romanians, the Bulgarians, the Polish.
It was the inside job.
French, the English, they all come together. They all come. Nobody stops them from coming.
Let me get myself together.
This phone is too loud. My service is too loud. Hold on real quick.
So Matt just asked me, what do I think about 9/11? And I think it was an inside job.
Supplies, we do. I'm just too sad to talk. So let me get myself together. As I speak right now, y'all, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu has turned off the electricity supply to Niger.
The Nigerian leader has turned off the lights, the electricity in Nigeria. Is that racist, me saying that?
Okay.
No, it's informative.
Now, listen, now, Nigeria works for America government. Nigeria government is there to stabilize the neighbors. Now, listen, African governments don't benefit people. African government democracy is not for indigenous Africans. It benefits Europeans and the corporations. That's the whole point.
So I was going to say, I also know you guys have, I'm literally forgetting the name, but there's a guy, Kosifi, who's a part of, what do you call it, a revolutionist group in Nigeria. Why are you guys not helping the revolutionists in Nigeria that are trying to go against the government from within?
Bro,
because there are
I'm not even in, listen, it's easy to say. I'm not even in Nigeria. Nigeria has too many factions. Nigeria, I think Nigeria is how many people? Is it 500? I don't know how many millions people there. Maybe 300 million or something more than that. So Africa, we need to break the borders. We need to ban the countries so we cannot be sanctioned. While we're having problems, we're being friends. America is a new nation with completely different mentality. America is the land of mixed people. Anytime America gets involved in our business, there's something wrong. American government, they shouldn't be involved in African business and Middle Eastern business at all.
I agree to a certain extent, but I mean, we are taking America. Hold on. America actually sends for y'all. America, there's programs to send for you guys to come here. So that's why they're in your business. If once you stop coming to European countries, they'll get out of your business. But you guys flee all over the world instead of staying home and fighting. So that's why they're in your business.
Yeah, now cause it's them that cause this flee. It's them that cause these problems. Now, it's the land. If people lose the land is your God and land is your identity. If you lose your land and identity, because these are the corporations that come and buy our land, and people have to come off the land. Where they're gonna go? They have nothing. If you lose your land, you have no identity. You're gonna be accounted for. And these are the people moving all over the place. You know, all these things were organized to welcome us. Oh, refugee come, I'll give you a passport and this and this. But playing God are playing God. You cause problems and they play God. And this is what's happening right now. Europeans wanna be Africans. Don't you see Elon Musk? Tesla guy, he calls himself African. Have you ever seen
Elon Musk calls himself African American.
European Africans. Mixed people cannot be African. If mixed people cannot be European, mixed people cannot be African. If Africans cannot be European, Europeans cannot be African, plain and simple.
Simple as that.
So we have to destroy everything and start afresh. This is the only way.
There's a lot of Africans that were Europeans. There's a lot. Not all the Moors were African, but a majority of them were.
No. There's no. It's impossible. There's no European African.
For 700 years. A good portion of y'all were there for almost 1,000 years. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. So now, the Roman emperor that ruled England was African. But Byzantine Empire was African empire. So European civilization is African civilization. They have none.
That is true.
Asian civilization is African civilization. They have none. So our cultures and traditions were very important. Everybody else had shit cultures and traditions, toilet. For them to be somebody, they have to come and mix with the Africans or invade our land to be somebody.
You think so?
100%. Look at Egypt. Look at North.
Do you guys think that maybe you guys need to smarten up a little bit, just a little bit, and come
Listen. We cannot be smart. I'll tell you where the smart was cut off. By creating these countries, that means we have to fight against each other.
Creating a country doesn't mean you have to fight against each other. This is what you guys not understand. See, here in America.
Let me speak on that because the sister got offended when he said European was African ruled, which it was. If you really do some research, the Dark Ages really references that Black people ruled. Okay, and what I tried to get you guys to understand, just because even the word Africa is a European name from a man, like America, so Africa really was ruled by Black folk. And just because you say Africa, every person's in Africa are not the same people. I don't know how I can get this through people's head. That's why American Blacks, we are not the same people as every African that comes over here. And they want to keep classifying us as the same, and we are not. I am not the same as an Ethiopian, and an Ethiopian is in Africa. They are beautiful, gorgeous people, but we are not the same people. But they possess dark melanin, light melanin. Their hair can be loose, very loose curls, like a Puerto Rican. We are just not the same people, but they are in Africa. So we can't get offended because they use the classifications Africa, because Africa, you would have to do some very in-depth research if you wanted to know something. Okay, my thing is stop classifying everybody that has dark skin or just melanin in their skin as African, because we're not all the same people. And she got offended with that, so I just wanted to clarify that for the host.
All y'all?
They are believers. Majority believers know now. You know how can you teach us?
I think you don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know. Foolishness is the cause of all this problem.
Facts.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, just tired.
It's some foolishness.
Tired, just tired.
I feel you. You guys need to stop lying. A lot of Europeans, French people are still there. And they're not like,
but who say they're not there?
He is not lying about a European was ruled by Black people.
You don't even know your own history.
They're being offended because he says Africa.
Saying that Africa was the leaders of Europe and all that. Those were Europeans that was the leader of Europe, not the people from Africa.
No, Africans were the top in Europe.
I have to get on this panel. Let me request that.
See what he's going to say to that.
Yes, they were the leaders of Europe.
Let me request that.
European civilization is African civilization.
Let me request that.
Europeans always want to be Africans.
Africa was
look on your dollar. Look on your dollar.
Oh, send gifts to join the.
It's like you're trying to claim Black Americans as Africans.
I'm not sending no gifts to talk.
Black Americans know who they are. Black Americans know who they are. The ones that claim.
He is actually right. Europe was run by melanated people, period. He's just saying Africa, and you all are being offended by that.
I'm not from America, so brother, I'm not from America. I'm not gonna say you are not that. I won't say that. I'm not from there. I'm from Africa. As an adult, that's your claim that English is not a sign of intelligence.
It's not speaking it. It's how you're speaking it.
Yeah, English is a bastard language.
No, it's a trade.
Actually not. That's where you guys have to understand. Like, do you know Southern England? Hold on. Southern England was in Virginia, sir. So Middle English, the English that we speak, the AAVE, whatever they want to call it, Ebonics, we developed that. We developed that.
Yeah, now before it was developed.
No. Us specifically developed
but
that.
Is it the same English around the world?
You guys have no dialect.
Yeah, that's why everybody speaks it.
Okay. But speaking English is not a sign of intelligence. There's so many languages there. There's French. Americans speak French. New Orleans, Canada, they speak French.
You guys are so shitty. You don't even have a toilet.
Listen, Americans will be speaking French now if it wasn't for the Haitians.
You're speaking French because the French are still there.
Yeah. French.
You guys
we know.
French. They're the Franks that ran during the Holy War. Some of you guys are.
Which war? Which Holy War?
See, you don't even know that.
It's a fact, though. That is a fact.
No, because I don't believe in holy things.
No. The Holy Wars and the Franks were the original French. And it was a lot of black people in Europe that were not African. I just didn't check you on exit like one is that. That's why I said some were. But a lot of them were not Africans, but they did flee. And
Right.
they went over there.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Thank goodness.
No all black people come from Africa.
A lot of them are there.
Thank you.
But
I can drop now.
Say
that.
Yeah, not all black people come from Africa, but Africans ruled Europeans. We ruled their civilization. Their civilization is ours. Europeans are ours.
So this is what I'm saying. How is it that today you guys cannot understand how the European works, or I don't know if you do. You guys cannot understand how to stop the European, and then not only that, you guys are the only ones that kind of believe in this white superiority. We don't even believe that they're that damn smart.
But we don't listen now. No. You cannot say that. You don't talk for all Americans. Now we have black Americans that claim to be white Europeans. We have black Americans that claim, listen, now we all have sellouts on every side. There will always be a sellout. You cannot stop that. You know?
Are you a sellout?
No. I don't have to be one.
Do you worship white?
Listen, knowledge will save you from being a sellout. Knowledge will make you unfit for being a sellout. Knowledge will make you unfit of being a slave. Knowledge will make you unfit of being a sellout. You know? So knowledge is very important. All these problems come from believers. Believers run our community. This is why we have the problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 8% of you guys that practice your original African religions. It's only 8%.
Yeah, we know.
They look like the original people of that land. The rest of them are from elsewhere.
And I agree with that too. I think that's why you guys can't get along, because you guys are not the same people at all.
What messed up Africa and the black communities around the world is mixing. They have to make sure they are the mixed with us, and this is where the problems come from. So listen, if you are not 100%, and you have mixed in you, your mentality is completely different from the original people. This is where the problem is coming from, home and abroad. This is where the problem is coming. Is the mixed in.
Oh Lord. Got to be more careful. It was getting good, y'all. But the iPad has gone to sleep. The battery has died. You have been listening in. We have been ear hustling regarding the Diaspora Wars, African Americans, and I use that loosely. We are Israel, formerly known as African Americans, waking up to our true selves. Okay, there is going to be a boycott August the 1st of all African businesses, and this is because we have found out through the investigation of what took place through the Essence Fest and the flop of the Essence Fest that there is a union that was set up in Africa, making us the sixth part or the sixth piece of this union. and they are working with America, and they are interested in reparations from Black Americans. And if we here, the people who are still fighting for reparations, if they were to win, which I doubt that would ever happen, that's just my 2 cents. But if they were to ever win, this union that was created unbeknownst to, like I said, African Americans, I have to say that because we have some people that are just out there. Um, Unbeknownst to African Americans, that this union was set up in Africa regarding us and monies that would come to formerly, well, we weren't enslaved, but our ancestors, if it can be proven, if monies were to come, they are trying to put a claim on that money, which has caused an uproar with African Americans here, because how dare them try to claim monies when they didn't get on no boats, they didn't build no ships to try to come rescue not one person that they like to criticize and say that we were captured and taken away. Not one of them came on a ship, a boat, or a canoe to come rescue an enslaved African. So this is where the uproar is coming in and the outrage. How dare them start up a union and proclaim that they want the monies to be funded back to Africa, because that's where we were taken from or sold off from. And we do know the history now that we were not all the same people, and the people who sold us that look like us, which I'm thinking are the same people who started this union and are trying to collect monies off of the history and the struggle of African Americans. It's diabolical indeed. So this is where the boycott has stemmed from, and it's getting ugly. I wish the battery was charged. I was going to let you guys listen to some things that are going on regarding people, and they are actually losing their jobs. Africans are actually losing their jobs here in America for what they are saying about African Americans and how they are going to fight back on lands that they never came to fight on, okay, to save or rescue their so called relatives. All right, guys, I just wanted to let you in. We're ear hustling this morning. I hope you guys have a great Monday. Y'all be safe out there on those highways and byways, okay? And much, much love.